Hi everyone, I'm Dhruv Banot and I'm here to host Hoping Mind session on social media management. Before we begin, let me start with a quick introduction about myself. I started my corporate career about a decade back and I started it post my MBA with the Mahindra Group. I was a part of this program called the Group Management Cadre, as a part of which I had rotational stints across various industries within which the group operates. I started my career in 2015 as the brand manager for Mom and Me, which was a brand in the mother and child retail space. I followed that up with a very short stint in the strategy division for Mahindra Logistics, where I was a part of the CEO's office. Subsequent to this, I joined the auto and farm sector in the two-wheeler division, where I was responsible for the revival of two iconic brands that Mahindra had recently acquired called Java and Yazdi motorcycles. I got this opportunity very early on in my career, and this is something I'm immensely proud of. I will be talking a lot more about that during our session today. Currently, I'm the marketing head for Godrej Properties and I'm based out of Delhi, India. So when Hoping Minds reached out to me for hosting a session on social media management, I was particularly excited. Back in 2015 when I started my corporate career, social media was not pretty much what it looks like today. When we used to have a meeting on social media, essentially we used to talk about what will be our posts that will be going live, what will be our posting schedule, what's the frequency. It's nothing compared to the animal that it's become today. Today we are talking how can we bring in AI enablement into social media. We're talking about how social media can actually be a business driver, driving great ROI for us. So I think if I compare to what we started with and where we are today, it's a massive transformation, and it's been an evolutionary journey for all of us. And I'm very excited to bring you some snippets from my journey, some examples of global relevance, and some case studies that will help you understand how social media can truly become a big tool for us as marketers today. I don't really mean to sound like a fossil here, but social media has really evolved from where it started and where we as marketers had a use case. Today, if you look at social media, not only are we talking about just creating a positive brand imagery, driving brand salience, but we're actually talking about driving tangible business value for all of the businesses that we're working for. Whether it's in the space of lead generation, whether it's in the space of the engagement metrics that we drive through our communication, whether it's actually translating into revenue coming into the business, or sometimes it's just about spreading social conversations or actually creating a positive impact and imagery for the brand by the means of having meaningful collaborations and conversations on topics which are relevant to your audiences. I think social media today is truly a game changer. It is something that can define the face of how people view your brands today in a largely competitive global landscape. And I think that is where we as marketers come into play, and it is of utmost importance for us to be able to leverage this media to the maximum of its potential and drive the most amount of value as per what our business requirement is.